Crash Course Instrumentation presents episode number 40. Resistive Sensors 2, Strain Gauges, Load Cells, and Wheatstone Bridges. Fresh after a Printer 39, Potentiometers for Position. Open, hook. If you can slightly stretch a piece of metal, you can weigh a truck. Strain gauges and load cells turn microscopic stretch into an electrical signal we can trust. What strain means, plain English. Strain is a tiny change in length divided by the original length. A bonded strain gauge is a foil grid glued to a surface. When the surface stretches or compresses, its electrical resistance changes a little. The watch gauge factor tells how much the resistance changes for a given strain. Bigger gauge factor, bigger signal. Why we use a Wheatstone bridge. A single gauge gives a very tiny resistance change. A Wheatstone bridge turns that tiny change into a measurable voltage difference. Quarter bridge equals 1 active gauge. Half bridge equals 2 active gauges. Full bridge equals 4 active gauges. More active gauges, bigger, cleaner signal, and better. Temperature compensation. Temperature effects and compensation. Temperature changes resistance even without strain. That fakes the reading. A test a dummy gauge, or a second gauge mounted across the neutral axis, cancels temperature drift in a half bridge. Self-heating. From too much excitation, current can warm the grid. Keep excitation within the datasheet limit. Load cells, ready-made bridges. A load cell is a machined metal element with multiple strain gauges wired as a full bridge. Potted and sealed. 4 wire cells carry excitation and 1 signal. 6 wire cells add sense leads, so the instrument can regulate the exact excitation at the cell. Common types: single point, scales, shear beam, S-beam, compression canister, and tension link. Signal size and conditioning. Bridge outputs are small, often millivolts per volt of excitation. For example, 2 millivolts per volt. Use an instrumentation amplifier or bridge conditioner to scale the signal. Many transmit to 4 to 20 milliamps for long runs. Route twisted shielded pairs away from motor VFD cables. Land shields per your plant standard. Mounting and mechanics, where most errors live. Rigid, flat mounting surfaces, and correct bolt torque. Prevent side load and rocking. Use load buttons, base plates, or mounting kits. Recommended by the vendor to align the force path. Keep cables strain relieved and sealed. Moisture causes drift and noise. Calibration and checks. Zero balance. Remove all load, trim to 0. Span. Apply known weights or a shunt calibration resistor across 1 bridge arm to simulate strain. Creep and hysteresis. Load, hold, and unload to see if the reading returns. Compare to datasheet specs. Minilab, safe and simple. Wire a small X load cell to a bridge amplifier. Place coins or small weights on a plate and watch the millivolt signal grow. Swap a single quarter bridge gauge on a thin strip. Bend slightly and compare sensitivity and a temperature drift to the load cell. Troubleshooting, field realities. 1 leg open, bridge output pegs or reads nonsense. Check continuity lead to lead. Low span, wrong excitation, loose mounts, or a bent structure. Noisy, unstable, moisture ingress, bad shield termination, or a vibrating mount. Non-repeatable, side load or friction in the mechanism. Fix mechanics before chasing electronics. History nugget, memorable. In 1938, Edward Simmons and Arthur Ruge independently invented the bonded resistance strain gauge within weeks of each other. That single idea unlocked modern weighing, fatigue testing, and structural health monitoring. Wrap up. What to remember. Strain gauges change resistance with stretch. The Wheatstone Bridge turns that into voltage. Load cells are full bridges in a tough package. Mounting and excitation matter as much as electronics. Amplify, shield, and calibrate to turn millivolts into trusted numbers. Credits and CTA. Huge thanks to Tony Coupault and the open source community for the instructional models behind Crash Course Instrumentation. If this helped, please like the video, subscribe to Crash Course Instrumentation, and share with a classmate or coworker.